All right, we'll start with an opening statement for Coach, and then we'll take questions.
First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to football. Boys at the back, congratulations to football on an unbelievable day yesterday. We're striving to become what they have already become. That's our goal. So credit to them and their staff and the players, man. What an exciting time for Fordham and Fordham football. But I got to give credit to DQ. Obviously, his energy, his incredible effort, how hard he played in the first half really kind of got us going a little bit. And obviously, 12 points is a big time defensive effort in the first half. But we talk about playing for 40 minutes of Fordham basketball, and unfortunately tonight we didn't do that. But you also got to give credit to Holy Cross. Those kids never gave up. They came out in the second half and they fought. They played harder than us for spurts. But I thought I'm really proud of our way that we handled. We had a positive attitude. We weathered their storm. Basketball's a game of runs, and we were able to calm them down and maintain the lead. And we took care of the ball late, which was key. But that's our Achilles heels right now is obviously taking care of the basketball. So we gotta clean that up. We come back here tomorrow night against a great Stonehill team who plays really tough and physical. So we got to get right back at it.
Questions for Coach or Darius? Just please raise your hand before you ask a question.
Coach, in the second half, Holy Cross got up to a couple runs late in the game, but you guys, adjusted well and locked them down, clinch a double-digit, win.
Yeah.
What adjustments did you make to, limit some of those runs?
Yeah, they were actually we were switching 1 through 5. He did a good job. He went small, so we were playing a little funky defense in the first half. So we kind of took their bigs out, and he was smart enough to go small and they try to create off the dribble, which they did a pretty good job isolating our 5 men. But so we made an adjustment and kind of switched 1 through 4 and try to keep our 5 on their kid Gates, who's a pretty powerful force inside the paint. So I think in the last 8 minutes we did a much better job than the first 12.
Darius, tonight you had 11 rebounds. Obviously you're a guard. It's not normal for a guard to grab 11 rebounds, but what kind of tripped your mind going into this game to say, I'm going to box out and rebound tonight?
Coach harps on us a lot all the time about helping the bigs rebound. I think that's one of our biggest things to do right now. Against Arkansas, they out-rebounded us. Other teams, they out-rebounded us. But we focus on us. We don't focus on the opponent. We always talk about focusing on us and us getting better 1% each day, no matter what it is. So I think that was something he harped on. And I just tried to do that tonight to the best of my abilities.
And offensively tonight, you were 2 assists off from a triple-double. Does that ever just get into your mind, or you just go out and play?
Just going out and playing. Obviously, I was struggling a little bit from the offensive end, missing a lot of shots and stuff like that. But he talks about being a big-time player, so you try to affect the game in other ways and then just scoring the ball. And I feel like I try to do that today because I wasn't scoring the ball, so I try to feed my teammates and find them.
Coach, thoughts on just what Rosick gave you off the bench?
Oh yeah, the last 2 games, Rosick's given great energy, man. He's done a fantastic job, and I thought Abdu did the same. I thought our bigs were really good tonight, being aggressive on the glass. It's not easy defending much smaller guys, and we got 2 dudes that are fairly big, and it's much harder. We're asking them to do a lot, man. Guard in the post, guard on the perimeter, switching 1 through 5. Not very easy, but they're doing a better and better job each and every night. It's about their energy and effort. I thought they did a great job walling up at the rim, blocking some shots, but really affecting some of their kind of mid-range game. So I'm really proud of his effort the last 2 games. So, and he gives us a dynamic look on the offensive end. His ability to kind of keep the ball in the middle of the floor is what we went to pretty much the last 5 minutes. He can make some decisions because he's a high IQ guy with a lot of skill on the perimeter. So I'd like him to make a few more free throws, and I know he would too. But proud of his effort.
Excellent. Darius, you had as Tom mentioned, 8 assists tonight. How comfortable are you and your teammates with each other and just being able to spread the floor, and with a lot of guys, just being able to find open shots?
I think that's one of our biggest attributes this year is our depth. Every guy can come off, shoot the ball. Guys are being more confident shooting the ball, and I'm trying to breed that confidence into them. I'm trying to tell Khalid more, he just shoot more. Just be more confident in himself, stuff like that. And I feel like by doing that and showing them that I can do things other than scoring, it's going to give them confidence as well.
Coach, you had a big first half, offense and defense. What do you tell your guys at halftime?
Keep your foot on their throat, but unfortunately we didn't do that. But we just talk about putting a 40-minute game together, not worrying about the score, really not worrying about Holy Cross. We try to focus on ourselves, and I've said it before, I think we're good enough this year with the depth and talent that we have, that if we just focus on getting better every possession, we feel like we can contend and be in the game with anybody. And honestly, I was hoping we did that. We did it in spurts, but our goal is to put together a 40-minute game. Whenever that happens, I think we're going to be really good. So right now, I think we're right around 25 tonight. 20 in the first half was pretty impressive. I think we put about 5 minutes together in the second half. So we're getting there. I don't know if we've gotten that many minutes yet in our 5 games. So we're at 25. Now we got to get to 30. Then eventually we'll get to 40. But that's the goal.
Take 2 more.
So Darius, I had the opportunity to see you play at the A10, and I was just curious how you feel reflecting on your experience in those conference games, going into this season, how you feel the team has changed and how you've evolved as a player individually.
Well, first I'm gonna say I was hurt then, but no, I think our team is just kind of a different dynamic this year. I think, like I said earlier, we have a lot more depth this year. We can go to a lot of guys down in the bench and stuff, and they can give us a lot of good spurts off the bench and come in, and the level of intensity doesn't drop on the court. I think that's one of our biggest attributes this year, is our depth. I think that's the biggest difference from last year to this year.
Last one here, son.
Coach Kyle Rose, these last 2 games has been really important for you guys, especially in the defensive end with a lot of steals. How important is his role, defensively and in transition?
Yeah, I mean, Darius will tell you, I said it starts with him, honestly. In the last several games, to start the second half, he's been maniacal. So we focused on getting off to the right start. I think the only game this year up to this point where I felt like we got off to a good start was New Hampshire, so we needed to get back to that, and he created a lot of energy in that first 5 to 7 minutes to help us get off to that immediate run. But he's the heart and soul of that defense. He's picking up 94 feet. We're asking him to do a lot, cover the best player. He's making shots as a result. I think it's because he's really focused on everything but scoring. He's focused on being that defensive energy guy and being that tough, nasty player. And as a result, he's shooting the ball as well as he ever has.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.